This question is from Swati. She asked, Hare Krishna Guruji. Today's questions are from all my friends. So she has many questions. I will ask them one by one. So her first question is, why Bhagavad Gita is important?
Very, very important question. You asked a very important question actually. Why Bhagavad Gita is important? This is important question. Yes, because this is material world and we are struggling and suffering in this material world. So Bhagavad Gita only we understand about ourselves from Bhagavad Gita. From Bhagavad Gita we understand Krishna is teaching us that we are the soul. We are not the body, we are the soul. So the knowledge about ourselves we understand from this Bhagavad Gita. And also we understand about the super soul and also the supreme personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, only in Bhagavad Gita. And from Bhagavad Gita we understand that we are bonded, we are forced to work, we are forced to take birth, we are forced to struggle and suffer in this material world. So we are bound to this material world. So that also we understand only from Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is teaching us how to free ourselves from this bondage in Bhagavad Gita only. So from Bhagavad Gita, we understand that we are controlled by the three modes of material nature, and Krishna is teaching us about how to free ourselves from the three modes of material nature and how to control our mind and how to make our mind as our best friend, how to control our senses so that we can receive the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, so that all our problems will be solved at once. From Bhagavad Gita, we understand that birth, old age, disease, and death are our real problems which should be solved. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukkha, Doshanu, Darshan. So that way, from Bhagavad Gita, we understand very, very clearly that this material world is temporary and miserable, and we are actually taking birth again and again in this material world. So without the knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, we will not be able to liberate ourselves, free ourselves from this material bondage, Janma Bandha, Karma Bandha, all such things. So we'll keep coming back to this material world and die again and suffer and struggle. So the end result is only sufferings only. That's it. So that way Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving us the knowledge about how to free ourselves from, how to solve all our problems, all the sufferings. So that's why it's very, very important for us to study Bhagavad Gita. Without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are simply fools. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. And next, she asks, what is actual friendship in Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah, this question I answered in one of the previous questions also. The friendship is actually really like keeping us in Krishna consciousness. A friend, if we have a friend, if that friend it keeps us in Krishna conscious, so then it's a true friendship, real friendship. If that person is actually materialistic and takes us away from Krishna, so then that friendship is not good for us. So their true friendship is both friends should be Krishna conscious and help each other to progress in Krishna consciousness, to go towards Krishna's well, Goloka. So that is what is called real friendship. So that way we can actually, as Krishna says in the 10th chapter, 9th sloka, Machitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantaga Parasparam Kadayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanticha Ramanti. So my devotees, they are actually always thinking about me, dedicating their lives unto me. They enlighten one another by conversing about me all the time. So that's what Bodhayantaga Parasparam Kadayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanticha Ramanti. So that kind of friendship is the good friendship. Otherwise, simply talking about material things, then it's no use. Those kind of friendships are simply waste of our time. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Her next question is, what is chanting? Does chanting have any benefits?
Yes, chanting is chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So that is focusing our mind on Krishna. So because Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita that you control your mind by thinking about me. Manas samyamya matchitto. So if you want to control our mind, we need to focus our mind on Krishna. So this chanting is the scientific process actually given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So how to focus our mind on Krishna. So when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, so we need to focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So that way, this chanting is very, very important process to control our mind. So this is the only way we can actually train our mind, focus on Krishna and forget about this material well. Otherwise, we will be always thinking about this material well and we will never be able to control our mind. So that way, chanting is very, very important in our important part of our daily life. We should chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. And her last question is, why is Lord Jagannath called Krishna?
Yes, so he's Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. So they are all Krishna's expansion. So there is, I'm sure there must be, if you can find out more stories about this in the internet and in the Google, if you do that. So that way they are all. So Krishna in different places, different parts of the India, Krishna is worshipped in different forms. So that way Krishna himself expressed. He came as Jagannath and Baladev and Subhadra. So that's what they are worshipping them. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. And she has requested to record this and upload it in YouTube so that she can share with her friends. So thank you, Guruji, for all the wonderful answers. Hare Krishna.